with you 3 powerful steps that all of the top salespeople and closers and entrepreneurs and business owners have that you can develop to influence people, prospect, organizations, and others to take action. Okay? Before we dig into the topic, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, you like the video, smash the like button. If you want to follow me on my channel, hit the subscription button below. And more importantly, share your comments, share your thoughts. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I'm about to share with you. So the topic is this: how to influence people and prospects to taking action. Because there are things that I do and that top salespeople do and that musicians do and that entertainers do and that athletes do to get you and me as audience to take action. Okay? For me personally, as you guys know, all of my business, if not 95 to 98% of my business, is conducted over the phone. But these 3 principles apply to everything: face-to-face, video conference, email, text message, phone calls, etc. It just works. Okay, the number one thing that we are all influenced by, good, bad, or different, whether it's our personal life, our business life, whether it's selling, negotiating deals, doing real estate, it doesn't matter. The number one thing is your attitude. Is a huge influence. Now that's important because attitude is something we control. And your attitude should be contagious. It should be worth catching. And for me, when I make contacts or I take initial calls, which is through cold calling, my attitude, my mindset has to be on cue. There's no room for having a bad attitude. It's unacceptable. I tell my people and my salespeople that if your attitude is not right coming into the office, you have to get it right. If not, you have to go home. Because one person's bad attitude can influence the other people's good attitude, and then a lot of people wind up with bad attitude. That's unacceptable. Does that make sense? And just think about it. Attitude could also be not what you say. It could be your facial expression. It could be your body language. That's an attitude. Because you see, attitude is an action. And that action comes from your mindset. So it's like cause and effects, right? If your mindset and the way you think is wrong, your attitude is going to be wrong, which means your actions are going to be wrong. Because again, you hear me say this many times. Your actions are tied to your thoughts. And you have to understand, being an entrepreneur, a small business owner, and a professional salesperson, you have to understand attitudes. You have to understand mindsets. There's no ways around that. The top-notch salespeople understand that. So again, the number one thing to influence people and prospects to take action is your attitude. Number 2, what you do is important. And let me give you an example. You know, kids, before they learn how to walk, they're crawling. What gets them to walk? They see other people walk, right? So what you do and what they see, they're going to mimic. They are, right? So if you're always walking around upset and pissed off at the world, what you do, that action you took and the action you take can influence other people. So your actions and what you do and how you do it does influence people. You have to accept that. For me personally, bad attitudes and I do not get along. I reject it. What people do, if it's not based on fundamental truth, and it's not the right action, and it's the wrong way to do things, they will not influence me because I will reject it. But not everybody knows that. So your actions and what you do and how you do it, especially as an entrepreneur and business owner, you're the leader of your company. You're supposed to serve people. So what you do is going to set the tone for the relationships you have with your employees, your contractors, your vendors. It's going to set the tone for the relationship and the environment you develop and create for your organization. Because people take action by what they see. And your actions, what you do, is going to be determined by your attitude, right? There's no way escaping that. What does this have to do with sales or selling? It has everything to do with it. Everything. Growing your business has to do with your attitude, what you do and how you do it. Because you see, people are watching. When things go wrong or problems come up or adverse situations come up, they're going to see how you deal with it. That's going to give them encouragement, inspiration, confidence, and trust, or it's going to be the opposite. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to feel confident. They're not going to feel comfortable, and they're not going to want to be in that environment. So understand what you do and how you do things does have an influence on people, prospect, business partner, vendors, every relationship you come across. Your actions, what you do and how you do it will have an influence. So that's number 2. Now, number 3, I think is even more powerful. Is what you say and how you say things can create friction, can create motivation, can create inspiration, can develop unity. Because people hear and words have meaning, and words can be destructive if it's used wrong, in the wrong content, in the way you say it. Or it could be a very positive thing where people get inspired and encouraged. Does that make sense? So what you say and how you say, because at the end, relationship is about communication. Communication is about telling a story. Because we all tell stories. Whether you accept it or not is up to you. Think about it. How good do you feel when somebody smiles at you or says, how you doing? You know they're genuine. Or they say thank you. Or they say a nice kind word to you. You feel good about it. You want to be around those people. They just influenced you, right? They influence your feelings, your thoughts, your actions, right? And you do the same thing to others and for others, right? So what you say and how you say it is so critical because it does have a powerful effect. And let me give you an example. When you watch movies, doesn't it influence you? Doesn't it affect you? When you listen to music, you're listening to words. How they perform, what they say, how they say it affects how you feel, right? Think about it. The problem is that a lot of people use words and say words the wrong way, which affect people in the wrong way. Does that make sense? How do you feel when your wife tells you or your husband tells you that they love you? You feel good, especially if they really mean it, right? What if somebody curses at you? You don't feel good about that, right? So what you say, how you say it is important, especially for me, when 98% of my business is on the phone. What I say to prospects and how I say it to them and how I communicate is going to determine what kind of relationship I will have and develop based on what I say and how I say it. What I say and how I say is going to determine whether they take action that they want to be part of that relationship. And whether they want to take ownership of my product and services that's going to help their business, right? So number 3 is what you say and how you say it will have a huge influence on people, on prospects, on entrepreneurs, business owners, in every facet of your relationships. There's no escaping that, guys. That is just the bottom line. So, if you really want to grow your business and develop more profitable relationships and increase your sales on a consistent basis and grow your monthly cash flow on a consistent basis and multiply your annual revenue on a consistent basis, produce higher profit margins on a consistent basis year in and year out, and generate a huge return on your investment capital, whether it's hard labor, mental work, or financial. You want to get a high and a huge return on your investment capital. You need to learn these 3 steps. How to influence people. Not for manipulation, but for building genuine, profitable relationship. That's what you need to do. Does that make sense? Do me a favor, guys. Share your thoughts, share your comments below. Let me know if you liked this video. Let me know if it was helpful to you. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. But if you agree with this or disagree, just share it with me. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you want to follow me on my channel, just hit the subscription button below. If you like the video, do me a favor, smash the like button. Now, for those of you who want to learn to develop this and truly want to make changes, not only as a salesperson, entrepreneur, and a small business owner, I encourage you to visit my website at www.PaulCruzSalesAgency.com. Just fill out the form below. It's basically emailing me. Let me know that you want a one-on-one so that I could tell you how I can help you grow your business and grow your sales. And I will respond to you within 24 hours. I hope this has been helpful. I want to thank you for sharing your time with me.